Wipe it! Now!
Is that your final choice?
You ever have one of those days where you witness something so wild, so gut-punching, it sticks with you forever? Like, you're just going about your business, sipping coffee in a fancy hotel lobby, and then bam, something unfolds that flips the whole world upside down? That's exactly what happened to me at the Grand Regal Hotel in downtown Chicago. A place so shiny it makes your eyes hurt. All marble floors and chandeliers that cost more than my car. I was just there to meet a friend, but what we all saw changed everything, and I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. Picture this. It's a crisp Tuesday afternoon, the lobby buzzing with the usual mix of business types in sharp suits, tourists snapping selfies, and staff gliding around like they're on rails, keeping everything perfect. I'm tucked in a corner with my laptop, waiting for my buddy to show up, when this guy struts in. Let's call him Trent Carver, 25 years old, son of a real estate mogul, the kind of kid who's never heard the word no in his life. He's got that look, designer sneakers that cost a month's rent, a smirk that says he owns the place, and two buddies trailing him like they're his personal hype crew, all leather jackets and loud laughs. Trent's holding court, tossing a crumpled soda can toward a woman working the floor, a housekeeper named Lena Harris. "Yo, clean that up, hands only. That's what you're here for, right?" he says, loud enough for the whole lobby to hear, his voice dripping with that rich kid entitlement that makes your skin crawl. Lena, she's maybe in her late 20s, black, with a uniform so crisp it looks like it was ironed with a laser. She's got this quiet strength, like she's seen it all before, and she bends down, slow, deliberate, picking up the can while locking eyes with Trent. Not a word, just this steady gaze that says more than any comeback could. The lobby's starting to notice, heads turning, whispers starting, a few phones creeping out to record. Trent, though, he's loving it, pulls out his phone, starts an Instagram live, grinning like he's the star of his own reality show. "Check this out, y'all," he says to his camera, tossing a crumpled $50 bill at Lena's feet. "Training in progress, people." His buddies chuckle, but there's something in Lena's posture, something in the way she straightens up, still holding that can, that makes you think she's not just taking this, she's calculating. Now, I'm sitting there, my coffee getting cold, feeling this mix of disgust and curiosity. Like, how's this gonna play out? Trent's got maybe 300 viewers on his stream already, comments popping off, some egging him on, others calling him out. He's oblivious, though, too caught up in his own ego. "Polish my shoes," he says, sticking out a foot, his $4,000 kicks gleaming under the chandelier light. "And call me Mr. Carver, like you mean it." The jazz playing over the speakers feels like it slows down, the whole lobby holding its breath. An older couple by the check-in desk looks horrified. A guy in a suit puts down his Wall Street Journal, and this woman across from me, Jamila Carter, a food blogger with a big following on X, already typing, her fingers flying, starting a thread. "Y'all, I'm at the Grand Regal, and this entitled jerk is humiliating a staff member. This is unreal." Lena, cool as ever, says, "I understand, Mr. Carver," her voice so calm it's almost eerie, like she's playing a chess game nobody else can see. Her phone buzzes in her pocket, once, twice, but she doesn't even glance at it. A boarding pass slips out when she bends to pick up the $50, fluttering to the floor first class. I notice, which is weird for a housekeeper, but Trent kicks it away before she can grab it. "That's more like it," he says, grinning at his phone, now at 800 viewers. "You're famous now, girl." The hotel manager, Paul Grayson, steps out from behind the desk, all polished smiles and nervous energy, the kind of guy who's spent decades keeping rich guests happy. "Mr. Carver, everything all right here?" he asks, his voice tight, like he's walking a tightrope. "All right." "Nah, your staff needs to learn their place," Trent snaps, pulling a $100 bill from his wallet. "Hold this up, bark like a dog, and it's yours." The lobby goes dead silent, except for Jamila's furious typing. Her threads already got 100 retweets. Phones are out everywhere now, people filming, whispering, the tension thick enough to choke on. Lena's phone buzzes again, and I catch a glimpse of a text on her screen. "Board meeting moved up. Urgent." She ignores it, looks at Trent, and says, "I'm sorry, I don't understand the request, Mr. Carver." He leans in, voice sharp, bark. Like, "Hey, Dog. Or you're fired right now. Paul shifts, uncomfortable, but stays quiet. Guys probably terrified of the Carver name, since their family owns a chunk of the hotel chain. By now, Trent's stream is at 2,000 viewers, comments exploding, some calling him a legend, others demanding security. Jamila's thread is blowing up, Carver cruelty trending in Chicago. I'm glued to my seat, heart pounding, because something's off. Lena's too calm, too composed, like she's waiting for something. Trent's not done, though. Get on your knees, he says, pointing at the marble floor, his voice louder, meaner. Do it, or you're out. The crowd gasps. A few people step closer, filming. Lena just stands there, hands folded, posture perfect, and I swear I see a glint of something in her pocket, a gold VIP key card. There and gone. I apologize if my service isn't up to your standards, Mr. Carver, she says, like she's offering him a towel instead of taking his abuse. Trent's losing it now, his face red, screaming for security. Get her out of here, he yells, and 3 guards show up, led by a guy named Marcus Tate, a grizzled vet who's probably seen every kind of rich kid tantrum. Marcus looks at Lena, then at Trent, and asks for her ID. She hands over a temporary badge, and Trent pounces. See? Temp worker. Disposable. But Marcus frowns, mutters something into his radio, and I catch another glimpse of Lena's phone. 47 missed calls, another text. Board needs you now. Jamila's thread hits 500 retweets, and she's live streaming too, pulling viewers from Trent's feed. This woman's handling this like a queen, she types, and I'm thinking, yeah, but there's something bigger going on here. Trent's stream hits 5,000 viewers, and he's still going, oblivious to the storm he's kicking up. Let's make it fun, he says to his camera. 7,000 viewers, and I'll have her arrested for trespassing. Marcus looks uneasy, says, Sir, she's got valid work authorization. Trent scoffs. From who? My family runs this place. Paul checks his tablet, his face paling. The authorization's from corporate board level. Trent brushes it off, laughing. Probably some DI nonsense Dad signed off on. But I'm watching Lena, and she's not just standing there strategizing, her eyes sharp, like a boxer waiting for the perfect moment to swing. Then it happens. Lena's phone rings again, and this time, she answers. Yes, she says, her voice shifting, no longer soft but commanding, like she's addressing a room full of suits. I accept the position. The lobby freezes. Trent's jaw drops. What position? He snaps, but Lena's already moving, untying her apron, letting it fall to reveal a tailored navy suit underneath, her hair unpinned, cascading like she just stepped off a Forbes cover. Ladies and gentlemen, she says, her voice carrying across the lobby, my name is Lena Harris. As of 5 minutes ago, I'm the Chief Operating Officer of Carver Enterprises. The crowd gasps, phones shaking as people try to capture the moment. Trent's stream explodes. 7,000 viewers, comments screaming. What just happened? Lena pulls out a tablet, swipes to a document, and turns it to Trent. Carver Enterprises Board Resolution, effective immediately. Signed by 9 of 10 board members, including your father, Edward Carver. Trent grabs the tablet, his hands shaking, scanning the text like it's a death sentence. This is fake, he stammers. You're nobody. Lena just smiles, calm as ever. I've been evaluating this company's culture for 6 months. Today was my final test. Thank you for making it so thorough. I'm sitting there, jaw on the floor, as the pieces click. The missed calls, the VIP card, the first-class pass. This wasn't just a housekeeper. This was a corporate assassin, sent to test the Carver's empire. Trent dials his dad, puts it on speaker for his stream, now at 8,000 viewers. Dad, some crazy woman's claiming she's COO. Edward's voice cuts through, ice cold. Trent, what the hell have you done? Trent stutters, just messing with the help. Dad, it's nothing. Stop talking. Edward snaps. MS. Harris, the board's waiting. Are you ready? Lena takes the phone, her voice smooth as silk. Yes, Mr. Chairman. I've got 45 minutes of footage for the presentation. The call ends, and Trent's standing there, his phone still streaming, his world crumbling in real time. Jamila's thread is viral now, 2,000 retweets. Carver cruelty trending nationwide. This woman just flipped the script, she writes. She's the new COO, and this guy's done. Lena turns to the crowd, her presence filling the room. Carver Enterprises has a culture problem, and it starts with leadership. Today, you saw what happens when power goes unchecked. She glances at Trent, who's practically shrinking. Your live stream cost the company $22 million in market value in 1 hour. Algorithms don't lie. She shows him her tablet stock charts plummeting, social media analytics screaming disaster. Trent scrambles to end his stream, but it's too late. Screenshots are everywhere. TikTok's already popping up with titles like Rich Kid's Epic Downfall. Marcus steps forward, his tone all business now. Mr. Carver, you need to leave the premises. Trent's stunned. Leave? My family owns this place. Lena shakes her head. Not anymore. I'm in charge of security protocols now, and you're no longer welcome. Trent's buddies slink away, their bravado gone. Lena turns to Paul, the manager. No apologies needed, Paul. Your staff did their job. This was my operation. Trent's voice cracks. You set me up. Lena doesn't flinch. I gave you a chance to show who you are. You chose cruelty. That's on you. She pulls out her phone, opens the camera. Care to make a statement to the shareholders? Explain why you thought humiliating a black woman was a good use of your family's name. Trent's face goes pale. You can't do this, he mutters. Lena leans in, her voice low, lethal. Your trust fund's got a conduct clause, Trent. Section 8, paragraph 3. Behavior that harms the company's reputation voids your $15 million allowance. That review started 30 minutes ago. The crowd's buzzing now, phones still rolling, capturing every second of Trent's collapse. Lena strides toward the elevator, pausing to address the lobby one last time. When you talk to the press, Trentan, you will choose your words carefully. Everything's documented. The doors close, and Trent's left standing there, his phone at 10,000 viewers, comments ripping him apart. Karma's real. This guy's finished. Lena's a legend. I'm just sitting there, my coffee long forgotten, trying to process what I just saw, a single moment of cruelty that took down an empire. Up on the 50th floor, in a boardroom with views of the Chicago skyline, Lena walks in, tablet in hand, every bit the executive she was meant to be. The board's waiting, Edward Carver at the head, 7 other suits, all eyes on her. Good afternoon, she says, her voice steady, commanding. The cultural assessment's complete. Let's begin. She pulls up a slide, a freeze frame of Trent demanding she kneel, his sneer frozen for eternity. This was broadcast to 12,000 people. It cost us 3.4% of our stock value in 2 hours, $52 million and counting. The board's silent, jaws tight, as she lays out the numbers. 19,000 social media posts, 92% negative sentiment, clients pulling contracts, competitors circling like sharks. This isn't just about Trent, she says, clicking to another slide. Employee surveys, turnover rates, morale at rock bottom. This is about a culture that lets people like him thrive. Your son, Mr. Carver, is a symptom of a bigger disease. Edward's face is stone, but he nods. Recommendations? Lena doesn't hesitate. Full leadership overhaul. Suspend Trent from all positions. Freeze his trust fund. Mandate rehabilitation, 200 hours of service work, sensitivity training, public accountability. Then, new policies, zero tolerance for harassment, anonymous reporting, quarterly audits. She pulls up a draft press release. Carver Enterprises commits to ethical leadership. We hold everyone accountable, no exceptions. The board votes, unanimous. Lena's plan is greenlit, and she's out the door, already drafting policies that'll change the company forever. Back in the lobby, Trent's gone, escorted out by Marcus, his phone dark, his empire in pieces. Jamila's thread hits 3 million views, news outlets begging for her footage. By nightfall, Trent's in his penthouse, recording a shaky apology video. My name's Trent Carver, he says, voice breaking. Today, I humiliated someone who didn't deserve it. I was cruel, entitled, and wrong. I'm starting a program to fix myself, to learn what respect really means. It's raw, real, and it gets 4 million views in a day. Lena doesn't stop. By morning, every employee gets an email. Respect first, our new standard. Zero tolerance policies roll out, harassment protections, whistleblower safeguards, real-time feedback systems. She launches the Carver Dignity Program, celebrating service workers with bonuses, promotions, paths to leadership. A month later, the results are staggering. Employee morale up 50%, turnover down 30%, productivity soaring. Stories start pouring in. Tamika Jones, a maintenance worker, gets her first harassment-free shift in years. Raj Patel, a desk clerk, lands a management track after speaking up in a meeting. Trent's rehabilitation is brutal but real. He's scrubbing floors at a community center, serving meals at a shelter, sitting through therapy sessions that peel back layers of privilege he never questioned. "I thought service was beneath me," he admits in a later interview. "I didn't get that it's about humanity." He starts speaking at conferences, funding scholarships for service workers, slowly earning back a shred of respect not from his name, but from his actions. The Grand Regal becomes a model for the industry. Marcus gets promoted, training security teams to protect staff, not just guests. Jamil is hired as head of community impact, launching a program to spotlight hidden talent in low-level roles. 6 months in, the numbers tell the story. Carver Enterprises stock hits record highs, clients return, investors pour in. Lena's a rock star, speaking at global summits. Her story, a Harvard case study on leadership through accountability. But it's the people who make it real. Tamika is now a supervisor, Raj is leading training programs, and Trent still no trust fund says he doesn't want it back. Respect's worth more, he writes in his book, Serving Up Change, the proceeds going to education funds. The Respect First hashtag spreads beyond the company, sparking a movement workers everywhere sharing stories of dignity restored, of systems changing. So here's the thing, what would you do if you were Lena, standing there, taking that abuse, knowing you held the power to flip the script? Or if you were me, just a guy with a coffee, watching it all go down? That day in the Grand Regal wasn't just about one jerk getting what he deserved, it was about what happens when someone chooses dignity over hate, accountability over ego. It makes you wonder, what's happening in your workplace, your community, that needs a light shone on it? What's your story? Drop it in the comments, share what you've seen, what you'd change. Because sometimes, the person you least expect holds the power to rewrite everything.